totally different approaches too, right?
Well, and
Okay.
I mean, the way that you say no, I think works either way. Like my little 3-step plan on how to actually
Ooh,
say no in that
we have,
moment.
we have steps and a plan.
Oh, I most definitely got steps in a plan. I do not.
Okay.
That I think works regardless, but your thought process on choosing what to say no to is different on if it's something professionally or socially. And socially, people say yes to a lot of things that they don't really want to do because they just don't want to say no, and then end up feeling this obligation to make it happen, to go to the thing or be a part of the thing when they just really don't want to. It's like it's always on Sunday nights, and on Sunday nights I want to be sitting around in my sweats. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
right.
that, but I think that, something that's important to talk about when you talk about saying no is when you should say no, right? And
Okay.
like, so how do you know, like, when things come up, how do you know that this is the thing that you probably shouldn't agree to? And I broke it down into a few categories that I think are easy for people to kind of like flip through on their heads real quick in the moment. You could be
Hmm.
responding to an email when somebody's asking you to do something, or a text where you have a hot minute to think about it, but it also could be somebody right in front of you. I mean, COVID, so maybe you're not seeing any people ever, but still it could be that somebody's like right in front of you asking you to do something. And here's what I came
Right.
up with. Number one,
Okay.
you should say no when you know that you're already overextended. When
Mm.
like right out of the gate, if you know, like, I have way too many things to do as it is right now, and just them asking for one more thing makes you feel like, oh gosh, how am I going to do that on top of all of these other things? That's when you should say no, when you know you're like way past your limit.
It's great. It's great advice. And we've all been there at one point in time, right?
Yeah,
Totally.
absolutely.
Yeah.
The second thing I came up with is you just truthfully don't want to. You just don't want to. That is a good reason to say no. I
Yeah.
Whoever it is out there that's watching this that needs permission to say no to things that you just don't want to do, here it is. Granted. Permission granted. When you don't want to do something, say no. Just say no. It's like, do you want to volunteer to take your kid and their class to the zoo on Friday? No, that's not something I want to do. That is a big fat no. I love my kids. I think they're wonderful. I also think it's great that the school is taking them to the zoo. Do I want to be a part of that? No, I don't want to
No.
be a part of that. Sounds miserable to me. And some other mom or dad somewhere might be like, that's cool. That sounds like fun. I want to be involved. Awesome. Go for
Yeah.
it.
Some people love that. Some people absolutely want to do that, and I totally get it.
I want to be